Hello, 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 and welcome to Tips for Your Voice. I'm Marquita Waters and I solve singing problems. Where's your diaphragm? Where are your lungs? In this video, I'm going to explain exactly where they are, and I'm going to clear up the misconceptions that I see floating around a lot. I have students come in and they actually don't know, about 90% have no idea, number one, what the function of the diaphragm is, where it is, where the lungs are. They hear the term and the term is thrown around, but do you really know where it is, what it does? I'm going to straighten that right out. I'm going to show you where the diaphragm is, how it works. And at the end, I'm going to show you an exercise that you can do so you can relax the abdominals and you can start to take a nice deep breath. Where's the diaphragm? Is it here? Is it here? 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 No! No! The diaphragm is right here. It's mid-bust, mid-pec, and here's a picture. That's from my book, okay? I Will Not Grow Weary. It's on Amazon. Get it. I've got so many facts in there, okay? So, what happens is that the diaphragm is sitting at rest. It descends into this area. That's why so many people believe that it comes from and is here, but it isn't, okay? The diaphragm is an involuntary muscle, so it doesn't make any decisions. Just like the switch for your light that doesn't choose the color of the light, it doesn't choose the wattage, the diaphragm doesn't decide anything. It's an involuntary muscle, so it's just going along with the program. Your lungs, which are here. Now, yes, there are lungs on the side. Yes, the diaphragm goes down to the side, but the bulk of the stuff that's happening is here. So here's the diaphragm at rest. You take a breath and this area comes out. Simultaneously, the ribs, which we know where they are, the ribs, they are expanding and lifting. The ribs, again, I'm going to do it for you. At rest, the ribs expand and lift. This is at the same time as the diaphragm is going down, giving room lengthwise. The ribs, okay, they're coming out and lifting, giving room widthwise. Now you've got a lot of area for these air sacs to grow in the air that they're going to be able to have, and your lungs are now filled with air for you to use, for your singing, for your speaking, okay? It's like those dry sponges, you know, they're like this, and then you give a liquid to them and all of a sudden they expand. That's air here in our lungs. So now I want to show you how it looks. Exactly, two ways that you can look at it. Number one, you can notice here the expansion. Okay, like that. I'm going to give a side view here. Right here, I'm taking a big breath. I'm making it noticeable. This area comes out because I took a deep breath. Now, some people go like that. They're taking a shallow breath. You didn't really expand. I'm going to show you there's another way of looking at it. You can put your hand here, watch. Notice how you come out. Now, what you don't want to do is, number one, you don't want to lift. To take a breath. Watch. See how you pull in? So when you lift up, always the abdominals are going to go in. So it's too tight, it's too tense, and what goes up usually comes down. You don't want to be coming down because now this area is so tight that you're stuck. You can't utilize the air that you took, causing tension, okay? Hurting the vocal folds. Number 2 is the tension. You're going to think that in standing up straight, you're going to pull the abdominals in. Again, they're too tight, and you get used to this. Then number 3, they're the dancers. Dancers are taught to hold their stomachs in. Have a beautiful position in, and it's absolutely incorrect for singing. Again, the muscles are too tight, and what is pulled in, when you go to come out, the muscle is all kinds of tense. You can't really utilize the air. And when you go to take the next breath, you have to lift in order to release the tension that you have. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes, we want to look good. So we pull our stomachs in, you know, and that's when we go to stand up straight, or that's when we just want to look good. So we pull the abdominals in, we get used to this. As dancers, you get used to this. As singers, a lot of times you lift, you don't do it noticeably, you see, but you're lifting. And I'm wearing something tight now for you to see this. But when you wear something loose, you're not going to see that you actually pulled in. Okay, so remember, you don't pull in and you don't pull down. This is what happens. It becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. And it's really hard to change habits. But I'm going to show you how to relax the abdominals. I'm going to turn around here sideways a little bit and put a hand right here, but actually 2 hands. So if you look down at this area above the belly button and below, and you take a breath and look to see that your hands come out. Can you see that? I'm pressing in a little hard so you can. You're coming out. Now it's going to take practice for you being able to do that. And in a sitting position, it can be a little bit hard, but maybe you'll get it. But the exercise at the end, definitely, because it's laying down, you're going to be able to do it. When you lay down, your shoulders are neutralized. You're not going to lift them as much, okay? So I'm going to show you that exercise at the end. But one more time, and I'm going to put one hand here, up here, above the belly button, where the ribs are coming apart, okay? I'm going to put the hand back here so you can check that out too. You look down. Now, I'm staying out. Because I didn't use the air, I exhale. Now you're going to hold out for 4 counts. And then exhale. Now you're getting used to staying out. For what reason? Because that's when you're singing, you're going to stay out, okay? So it isn't down and in, it's out and the body is up. Always keep the rib cage up. Oh, and before I end, what I'm going to do is bring this around here and tell you about a vocal coach that I was watching, Cheryl Porter. I'm going to put a link in the comments below so you can check her out. She is so much fun, and she was doing a video, and this is what inspired me to do this video for you. She was referring to the diaphragm and to a student to do this exercise, which I'm going to do similar, and it's been around forever. And she was saying the diaphragm, and she was putting her hands here. Well, what she was referring to, as I said before, is the action of the diaphragm. That's what you're feeling here. You're feeling the action of the diaphragm going down. So she was giving this exercise, and I thought it was excellent. And I'm going to do it for you just a little differently. But remember, the diaphragm is up here. The action is down here. You're filling your lungs and you want a nice deep breath. If you don't see action down here of coming out, then you didn't take a good breath. You may be pulling in. Always check it. Put your hand here to check and see. Are you supporting your tones also, okay? Are you coming out when you take the breath? Okay, now I'm going to do the exercise, and look it. I have my sweet buddy. He's here to join us, my sweet boy. He is so good. Look at you, baby. All right. First, we're going to do just regular breathing. And this is really good to relax yourself, to relax the abdominals. Get used to relaxing the abdominals and having them work, okay? As opposed to be held tense and in. Here we go. We're going to take a breath, and then I'm going to do a second exercise where you're going to use that for your singing, okay? Now, you can use this no matter what. Here we go. We're going to take a breath. Now, it's either through the mouth or the nose, either one. Okay. Second one, you're going to count and you're going to keep the book up as you count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I took the breath through the mouth because when you sing, you breathe through your mouth. Here we go again. He left us. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to do it twice. So in between, this is what you do when you're singing. You relax the abdominals and then go to refill. So here we go. Take a breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the abs. Breathe to refill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do the fingers again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the abs. Take another breath to refill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you always want to keep the book up. You're learning how to support when you sing, okay? All right. Well, I know that this is helpful for you. Try to do the exercises. Do them regularly. Get used to relaxing the abdominals and do the exercise on the floor. Wasn't Buddy cute? He is so sweet. He's a little bit bashful though. I can't get him in videos. He usually puts his back and so you don't get to see his cute little face. This was a special time for me because he joined us. Yay. Don't forget, you've got to subscribe. You've got to ring that bell so that you'll know when I do the next video. In the comments below, let me know. Did you know where the diaphragm was? Did you know where your lungs were? Let me know if you have any questions. After you try out the exercises, make a comment. Let me know. Was it easy to do? Was it hard to do? Do you hold your stomach in? Are you a dancer and you know it's really hard to make the transition? Are you used to lifting up? Any of those situations, leave a comment. Let me know what's happening with you, okay? And I try to answer the comments. It might take me a little bit, but I'm going to get to them, all right? Meanwhile, have a great, great singing day. And my usual, it's such a day, yeah, such a mighty fine day, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye-bye.